Erin. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hi. Okay, sorry I'm late. I'm just letting everyone in now. Okay, sorry I'm late. I'm just looking for something, so I just wanted to let you all in. Hold on, let me pause this for this now. Right, and then at the end of the call, there'll be I'll have an invitation for anyone that would love to go deeper with this work, okay? And I can share that with you all at the end. And then we'll also do a guided meditation and group energy clearing at the very end as well, okay? So if you're joining late, I'll just welcome everybody in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a taste of Own Your Power, the masterclass for healers, light workers, and coaches that want to clear their subconscious limiting beliefs so that they can expand their business with ease, flow, and alignment, okay? So I'm going to talk to you all about now the seven main problem areas that I see for soul-led entrepreneurs, where it holds them back. And if you're just coming on, just if you want, just share in the chat where you're from and what you're hoping to get out of this. Okay, so yeah, as I'm saying, there's 7 main problem areas that I've found since working with clients over the last few years. I found that there's main like problem areas that constantly come up. Okay, and let me just get that. Okay. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Okay, so the 7 main problem areas. Number 1 is visibility, okay? So there's tons of limitations and subconscious limiting beliefs that really hold us back from stepping into higher levels of visibility, you know, really being seen, doing the work that we do. You know, there's all those fears of being seen, the fears of what will people think, the fears of being judged, and there's resistance, there's blocks to like being yourself, things like that. Okay, so I'm just going to get you all to just muscle test on some limiting beliefs around visibility, just so that you can have an idea as to like where you may be getting stuck or where you could be being held back. Okay, so if you're familiar with, is everyone on the call here familiar with muscle testing by any chance? I know some of you are, but do you know what muscle testing is? Erin says yes, amazing. Nikki, no, okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very quickly show you all how to muscle test, just for anybody that's new that's watching on the replay as well, okay? So muscle testing is a technique which basically allows you to basically test and see what beliefs you could be holding, because on a conscious level you might think that something is not true for you or that it is true for you, but then if you muscle test it, like it's like you're asking your body like what's the answer basically, and you get an accurate like gauge as to what it is and an accurate response. Okay, so muscle testing is a way of actually like asking your body the questions and getting like accurate answer. So we use it a lot in this work to test for subconscious beliefs, because you might think that like you don't have a specific belief or you don't think a certain way about a topic, but when you muscle test for it, it could be the opposite. Okay, so that's why we do it, and it's extremely helpful when we do this work. So very quickly, I'm going to just show you the easiest way to do it, and you need to be very hydrated for this to be for this to work really well. Okay, so what you're going to do is you can do this. This is the one that I use all the time. So if you just make two circles with your hand and kind of make two kind of like hooks or two like rings, and you can kind of interlock them like that. Okay, so just close the two hooks, and what you're going to do is you're going to hold them firmly. Okay, and then here's how it works. Okay, if when you test for something, if the answer is a yes, okay, what will happen is it will stay locked, it will stay firm. But if the answer is a no, when you ask or when you test, it should release, okay? So you can test very quickly and try it out. You can test with your name. So the best way to do this is to just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and then you can just test with your name and say, my name is, say your name, and then try it. And you're just going to hold it at the same, like, you're just going to hold it at a firm enough grip so that it can, just so that it's not weak, and then try and pull it apart. So if I test with my name is Derek, and it stays firm. And if I test and say something that's not true, like say, my name is Paul, and I pull and then it breaks, okay? So you can test with your name, test with your age, and then test with a different age. And if you're new to it and like you're not used to muscle testing, it's easier just to kind of ground yourself and just close your eyes while you do it. Okay. So Nikki, how is that? Is that working out for you? And so I'm assuming he says yes. Amazing. Okay. So we're gonna just get you to test for some beliefs around visibility, okay? I'm just gonna use some general ones that a lot of people can have. You may have your own limiting beliefs already that you know are holding you back, and you can test for them too, okay? But and you can write these down and keep track of them, because what we'll do is we'll do some clearing, okay? So you can test for this first one, okay? So you can just test for it's safe to be seen. Okay, so if you say it's safe to be seen, okay, so I'm getting a yes. So I know on a subconscious level that it is safe for me to be seen because I've done so much of this work. Before it wasn't. Okay. So if it's a yes, then that's a positive belief that you have. But if you get a no for it, then there's something there to be worked on. There's something there to be looked at. And you might know what it is already. And just keep track of what you're testing for. Okay, you can test for, I'll give you another one. Maybe it's dangerous for me to be seen. Okay. One of my favorite ones is I'm allowed to be myself. I always get people to test for this one because it's always something that comes up with my clients. Okay. Okay, and you can test for it's safe for me to be seen by, and fill in the amount of people maybe that you want to put in, or at a different level. So if you're desiring to go to like a higher level of visibility, or maybe just be seen by more people, you can put that in. Okay. And you can try for, if I'm saying something bad will happen, or if I'm saying X will happen. So you can fill in the blank with this. If I'm saying, if people see me, something will happen. So you fill in the blank, whatever comes to your mind. Okay, so Nikki, the third one was, you can test for, it's safe for me to be seen by, and fill in the blank, like this amount of people. Or you can even just test for, it's safe for me to be seen by more people. Because maybe you're being visible at a certain level right now, but maybe there's just a block to being seen by more. Okay. Right, so they're just, guys, they are just general beliefs around visibility. There is a whole like list. There's so many beliefs that you can have and hold, and that will be holding you back from like getting to be seen by way more people. And they'll all be very specific to you. Okay, because we all have our own experiences in life that are specific to us, and we'll create our own, we'll have our own limitations, and we'll have our own beliefs about life and about the world as well. So these are just general ones that I'm sharing with you all. Okay, so the next topic we're going to go into is money. Okay, because the topic of money, especially for entrepreneurs, is such a big one. Okay, and this is something that I work on a lot with private clients. So there could be fears of making more money. Like maybe you look at money and you see it in a bad way. Maybe you don't feel safe having money, or maybe you think money changes people. Like whatever you think about it, like what are your stories around money, and what are the negative associations that you have with money? Okay. So whatever negative associations you have with money, they're the limiting beliefs that you have about it, and these will be the things that will actually be holding you back from like making more, receiving more, etc. Okay, so you can test for, you can do muscle testing for some beliefs. I'll just throw some out at you here. So you can test for the belief that money is bad, or you can just end that with whatever comes to you, whatever you feel resonates with you. That would need to be cleared. So maybe money is bad, money is hard, it's hard to make money. You can muscle test for that one. You have to work really hard in order to make money. There's another one. So I have to work really hard for money. You can muscle test for that. And if you're testing yes for some of these, and it's like kind of like freaking you out, don't worry. It's just means that there's just some work to do to clear some of this, but you can totally clear them, like, and you can do it totally fast. Okay. Here's one of my favorites that always comes up with clients. Money causes arguments. And feel free, if you have your own points of view that are coming up as we bring up the topic of money, you can muscle test for them too. If you have ones that are specific to you, they're just some general ones, okay? So Okay, so the next problem area, guys, I'm going to share with you is all about trust. Okay, so really just trust, having that trust in, especially if you're a solo-led entrepreneur, and you do this kind of work, it's so important when you have a business to really just have a strong level of trust. Okay, and when I say trust, I mean trust in the universe, basically, to kind of to help you along the way, guide you and support you. Because here's the thing, like, that support is there to you. It's available to you. The universe wants you to have like what you desire, basically. Um, but the only thing that stops it from coming to you is your limitations, your limiting beliefs around having it, basically. That's the only thing that actually stops you from receiving that support and really just trusting. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to just give you some beliefs around this. Okay, so you can muscle test for I have to do everything by myself. Another one, I have no support. Okay, and here's another one. When I ask, the answer is always no. This belief is inspired by, like, this is a belief that comes up a lot when I do this work, and it always goes back to childhood. And like when you would actually ask for things that you wanted, and you would ask for them, and maybe your parents would always just say no to you. And here's the thing, here's how it's all connected. So these beliefs that we have, like that you're testing for right now, all of these beliefs, there's going to be a source point to these beliefs. There's going to be a place where you actually created the belief. Okay. So I just gave you an example there. Okay. So let's give you another example. So let's just say when you were a child, and you wanted to help with something, or you maybe, let's just give you a specific example. So I had a client that um when she was younger, she needed to go somewhere to do something that was quite important. And I in this session, what we found out is that she had asked her father, um, could he help her? Could he bring her to this place, basically, like in the car or whatever? And he basically said no, he was too busy. Okay. And quite simply, in that moment, my client, they formed the belief, because they were very young. And when we're at this age and we have these experiences, this is where we create our beliefs. Okay. So she had created the belief that I have no support. Another belief that I have to do everything by myself. And that's where the belief stemmed from. Okay. And now I'm going to just go into why it's so important to get to the root of this, because when we find what's at the root of it, so where it came from, there's a lot of energy and a lot of trauma locked into those moments. Okay. So there's the belief. So what we do is we find out where it came from, then we clear what's at the root. So we clear the belief from the root. So we change it, and then we replace it with more positive beliefs and feelings. However, it's very important as well to find out how the belief, how the belief has served them. Like, so what's the benefit of holding on to belief? And I'm going to share with you how you figure that out now. So what our subconscious will do when we have beliefs and when we have old traumas that we're holding on to, what our subconscious will do is it will hold on to the limiting beliefs, it will hold on to the energy and the trauma or whatever connected to the experience because there was something positive that we were learning from it. Okay, so because our subconscious can't really tell the difference between these things. So what it's doing is it's just holding on to all of that because it's getting the positive learning from it. Okay, so let me share with you like what the positive learnings in this experience were. So my client from this experience, what she was learning was how to be independent. Okay, so she created the belief that I have no support or I have to do everything by myself. Okay. So if she's running that belief, what she learned from it was how to actually be independent, how to take care of herself, how to like look after herself, how to be self-sufficient. So there's like a list of 4 different like positive learnings that came from that experience. So what her subconscious was doing was holding on to the beliefs in order to carry forward the learnings. Okay, in order to retain the learnings. But and that's a big reason why when you kind of do this work, when you have limitations, and if you're doing mindset work and you're trying to release limiting beliefs, this is the biggest reason as to why they don't fully shift, because you haven't gotten to the root and cleared, first of all, cleared away any of the trauma or negative energy associated with the experience and found the reasons why the subconscious is holding on to them. So find the lessons. So it's so important to find the lessons. And then what we do with Theta Healing is we bring in a download, right? So it's like a download of a feeling, an energetic download. And we teach you what it feels like to hold on to the lesson. So in this case, I had to teach my client what it felt like to be independent, to be self-sufficient, to take care of herself, what it actually feels like to do that, but without holding on to the belief that I have to do everything myself. Okay. And then once we bring in these downloads, what it does is it fully just releases the limiting belief, like for good from the root, because your subconscious now knows what it feels like and knows how to basically retain the learnings, without needing to carry any of the limiting beliefs, any of the old trauma, or any of the energy. Okay. And this is how we really get to the root and clear stuff like this for good. And it happens so fast when we do it. And it is so transformational. It is just amazing. Like it is epic. And this is the work that I do all the time. Basically, this is what I'm doing with my clients all the time. And this is how we get those like amazing, amazing results. Okay. And it's also quite important to really connect with like that part of yourself, that younger part of yourself that formed the belief. Okay, it's really important to get to the source point because there's so much energy and trauma and stuff locked in there that we need to release. Okay, so yeah, and that's how we get deep rooted subconscious limiting beliefs cleared, like on such a big scale and so fast. Okay, so that was the third area that I was sharing with you. So what I'm going to do, because I want to get some clearing done on all this stuff. So before we start that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share the rest of the areas, the rest of the big problem areas. I won't get you all to test for beliefs on every single topic because we'll be here for so long and then um we'll run out of time and won't get the clearance done for you. Okay, so we went to the first three. Okay, so those are like the biggest areas. Okay, so there's blocks around visibility. Okay, money, all your limiting beliefs around money, all your old money stories, and being able to trust. Okay. And then there's the fourth problem area is worthiness, okay, and blocks around receiving, okay. So worthiness is all connected to receiving, okay. So, like beliefs about your self-worth, how much value you have, if you're feeling good enough, things like that, okay. The next problem area is boundaries. So having energetic boundaries, having strong emotional boundaries, physical boundaries with people, with your business, like it's very important to have strong boundaries so that you're not over giving, so that you're not stuck in people pleasing mode, things like that. And these are the things that if you're a bit of an overgiver and a people pleaser, this is something that will affect your business and how you show up and what you can receive in your business as well. Okay. Um, Also, the next area is all around past failures. Okay. So releasing the energy of old failures and releasing all your definitions and point of view of what failure is, basically, because when we have past failures, especially when we're in business, we can carry that energy forward with us into our new ventures, into our new businesses, and it's always there. The energy is there in our field, and it stays there basically until we kind of fully release it. Okay, so connected with all your past experiences where you've defined them as failures, there'll be so many beliefs in there, and energies connected with all of them that will be really just in your field that will need to be released. Okay, and then the next the next the next main problem area, which is the final one that I think is it's the bit that kind of encompasses everything. It's the bit that comes at the end. So when you do all this work, this is the most important thing to do then after this. After clearing all your subconscious limiting beliefs and basically getting everything out of your way energetically, then the next important thing to do is really just be able to take action. Okay. So take an inspired action in your business, so you can do so much inner work in yourself, so much mindset work, so much healing on yourself in order to bring in what you want. Okay. But unless you actually take action on your goals and your dreams and what it is, even like small, tiny actions that just get you so much closer, they won't like materialize, they won't actualize. Things can just come to you when we do this work, and it always does. But it's important to also take action. Okay, so taking action, depending on what you do, what your business is, taking action could be just showing up on social media, posting, inviting people to come to work with you, creating an offer, creating something new, really like taking an action to get yourself out there or to get yourself closer to what you actually want to achieve. Okay. And then there's so many different types of blocks and limiting beliefs that actually get in the way of us actually doing that, actually showing up and taking action. Okay, so it's important to really just get all of the things like that like out of your way so that you can show up and take inspired action with total ease. Okay, so I want to right, so I want to see if anyone, is there any specific beliefs that you were all testing for there that stuck out to you or that you feel like you would love to get clear on? Like, is there anything you tested as a yes for that you didn't think you would be? That's that's a surprise to you. I would love to know your thoughts, or if anything specific came up for you when we did the muscle testing. And if you want to share, you can feel free to just take yourself off mute and you can share it instead of typing. All that area. Okay, so Nikki, do you want to just muscle test for I'm good enough as I am? Or I'm good enough to have, and then insert what you want, what you desire, Nikki? Because here's the thing, when we don't believe that we're good enough, there's always a childhood, there's always a childhood issue connected to us, something from childhood where we decided that we weren't good enough, and then that's when we formed the belief. Okay, so if we can figure out where that came from, and here's the thing, when we do this work, it's so easy to get to the root of it and clear it. Okay, Nikki says came from parents. Okay, so Nikki, would you like to come on? Would you like to come on and get clearing on this? What I want to share with you before you decide whether you want to come on or not is that when we do this work, we can do it in a way that is so fast, so easy and so gentle. And that's what's so amazing about this. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Nikki.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, amazing. Thanks for coming on. I'm so happy that you decided to come on and share this with us. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of take you through, I'm kind of just kind of converse with you a little bit and figure out where this came from. And then what we'll do is we'll just get to the root of it and just clear it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you said it's a feeling of not feeling good enough, like self-worth issue, self-love, because this is perfect. So it'll be very easy for me to just kind of get to the root of this with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just ask you questions, Nikki, okay? And all you need to do is just answer them as truthfully and as honestly as you possibly can. And what that'll do is allow us to just find what's at the root of it very quickly, okay?
Okay.
And usually it's usually just the first thing that comes to your mind, okay? So when I ask you, you say it came from various situations, okay? So when you say,
I think I know the situations if you want me to tell them.
yeah, so what I want you to do is I want you to just tell me what's the one that sticks out the most here. What's when you think about this, what's the first one that comes to your mind? Because that's usually the one that you need to work on first.
My dad was sitting on the sofa and I went to cuddle up to him to watch some TV with him, and he didn't put his arm around me. He just sat with his sort of shoulder towards me.
Okay.
There was no response.
There was no what?
Response.
Okay, right. So Nikki, in that moment, okay, when he did that, what message was he sending you?
Well, actually, from that, I went and asked my mom, which I remember asking if Dad loved me.
Okay. And then?
My mom said, yes, he does. That's just his way.
Okay. But so how old were you when this happened?
5.
Okay. But in that moment, what I want you to think about is I really want you to just play that moment back as to when he had no reaction. So when you went to give him a cuddle, okay?
Yeah.
And then you got this reaction from him, okay? So in that moment, and you'll be able to remember now as you bring it up. So what message was that sending you in that moment? And just go with the first thing that comes to your mind.
That I wasn't lovable.
Okay, I wasn't lovable. Okay, so can you just muscle test for that, Nikki? Can you just muscle test for I'm lovable? And then, yeah, just go with that first. Test for I'm lovable.
No.
So it's a no, right. Perfect. So now we're going to just work on clearing this, and everyone else on the call, you can test for this as well, okay? So just muscle test for I'm lovable, or you could test for I'm not lovable, whichever. Like if it's, you'll know like when you get the answer. Okay, so What else, Nikki? Is there anything else that came to you? What else did you decide about yourself in that moment, apart from that?
That I wasn't, well, I suppose I wasn't good enough to be loved, or
Yeah,
there was other situations in that I call it touchy-feely. My dad was never very like cuddly or hold your hand, but my
right.
dad would have affairs with women who had children, and we would take those out with us. And he would hold their hand and he would give them a piggyback, but he wouldn't do that with me.
Okay, okay. And then what message was that sending you?
Just the whole thing that I wasn't lovable, wasn't worth anything. So that's where all my,
Okay,
no self-esteem, no self-worth, no
right,
self-love, and not being good enough has come from.
right.
Having no confidence.
Okay, right. So there's two things we're going to do here. We're going to just start clearing, okay, Nikki?
Yeah.
So we're going to just clear what we're just going to clear what's coming up right now, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to just get in touch with your younger self and really just clear it on such a deeper level, okay?
Yeah.
Right. So everything that is and everything that has just come up as a result of that, can we just clear it all now? Sorry, give me 1 second. Right. So Nikki, all of the trauma, all of the trauma connected with that, all of the negative energy, all of the charge connected with that, can we just release it off you now? So if you'd like that, just say yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Nikki, what I want you to do is I want you to tell me, I want to ask you something, okay? If there was something positive that you were learning from that experience, what do you think that would be?
Well, it was pretty much like what you said about your other clients, is that I've just learned to be independent.
Okay.
I've lived on my own since I've been 15 and managed and supported myself.
Okay. Oh, wow. Since you're 15.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And what else? If there's anything else you learned from that, what else would that be?
Suppose not to rely on anybody else. Can only rely on
Right.
me.
Okay. So you decided that you can only rely on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's another belief. I can only rely on myself, or here's when people let me down.
Yeah.
So can you see how all of those beliefs are locked into these experiences?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's just start clearing. Okay. So everything that is, let's just clear it. Right. So I'm going to start using the clearing statement now. Okay. So the clearing statement sounds like this, right? Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. It's a mouthful, but it's amazing and it's going to clear so much. Okay. For the purpose of this masterclass, I'm not going to explain what all the words mean and the history or whatever behind it. But if you wanted to do that, you can check that out. You can check on the clearingstatement.com and that will explain what that is. But let's just clear all this, okay? Nikki, so everything that is and everything that brought up for you and everyone else, if this brought up anything else for anyone else on the call, let's just clear it off you now, okay? So good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Right, so we have the lessons, Nikki, okay? So this was teaching you how to look after yourself, basically. How to go on and not rely on anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be holding on to this energy and the beliefs because this is what you're learning from this. So when we bring in these downloads for you, you'll be able to fully release these beliefs. And it'll also, what I can feel is that it will also release some resentment that you may carry towards your dad, because I'm sure there's probably resentment still there.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we teach you all? So for everyone, this will benefit everyone on the call. So especially if it's resonating with you. So can we teach you all what it feels like to live your life without actually being independent? Let's teach you all what it feels to be independent, to live your life without needing to rely on anyone else. Can we show you all how to do that, what it looks like and what it feels like to do that, but without carrying the belief that I'm not lovable. without carrying the belief that I can't rely on anyone. Or without carrying the belief that people let me down. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay, and let's just fully release those beliefs now. So can we just clear, release, and let go of the belief that people let me down, I'm not lovable, and I can't rely on anyone. Let's just clear all those beliefs down. Let's just fully change them, and let's just clear out any energy connected with any experience in your life where you actually reinforce these beliefs. Can we? And can we actually bring in, and for you, Nikki, let's bring in the highest and best truth of this situation, what was really going on. Because what's coming through is that your dad was probably that way because he probably had his own kind of insecurities or his own point of view about life. Like he was probably made in a specific way as well. Like he had all his experiences, and that was all he was able to give, basically.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like he probably wasn't capable of showing you what you wanted to, but that didn't mean anything about you. That was all him and whatever he had going on inside. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So can we bring in the truth of that for you and for you all? Can we bring in the truth of that? What was really going on? Because when we can download the highest truth of the situation to you, what it can do is it can release tons of limiting beliefs and limiting energies, like from the experience. So can we just bring that in for you now? And if you'd like that, just say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so how is that feeling, Nikki?
Karma.
Karma, amazing. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to just see your younger self there in that experience. Can you get a picture of her?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to kind of just step into that picture like as you are. Just imagine yourself stepping into this picture.
Yeah.
And what you're going to do is you're just going to talk to her, like just let her know who you are. Just kind of introduce yourself to her. Let her know who you are, that you've come to kind of help her like feel better about this. And is she okay to just talk with you right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So ask her, like, is there anything else? Is there anything she needs right now? Like with what's going on?
Probably a cuddle.
What amazing. So why don't you do that? Why don't you just give her a big hug? And what would you tell her? Like if she was in front of you right now, what would you actually tell her? Given what you know about the situation, what would you tell her to give her like a perspective shift on this right now? Because this is a very young child. So she has probably made this whole situation all about her, you know? Like she probably thinks like that he acts this way because of her and it means something about her. So what would you tell her to kind of help shift that for her?
That she is lovable.
Okay, so why don't you tell her that? And here's what we can do now. So this is where the real transformation happens. We're going to download her, like what it feels like to be lovable. So what I want you to do is I want you to just tell her that, just communicate that with her. Tell her that she's so special and she is so lovable. And can we just download her what that feels like? And can we download you with what it feels like? And all of you on the call, can we just teach you all what it feels like to feel lovable? Can we show you that you are lovable just as you are? Okay. So how did she respond to that?
She's upset.
She's upset.
But enjoyed the cuddle.
Okay. So can we just tell her that you have magic powers. Okay, so we're just doing some inner child work right now. And what we do is what I do is I combine the work that I use, the tools that I use with actual inner child work, and it just creates quantum leaps of like transformation when we complete them. Okay, so what I want you to just say to her, Nikki, is tell her that you have like, you can just say to her that you have magic powers and that is it okay if you use them to help her feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, so ask her, is it okay if we just release all of the sadness that she's feeling right now? Can we clear all the shock, all the trauma from being rejected, and any energy of any rejection that she's feeling right now? Can we just clear it all? And right, so I'm going to start using the clearance statement now. So everything that she has decided, Nikki, that this means about her, whatever that is, can we just bring all that up and just clear it all now?
Yeah.
Okay, so good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere she has decided that her dad's like reactions and the way that he is because of her. Can we clear that?
Yes.
Okay, good, bad, right, and pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Anywhere she decided that there's something wrong with her. Okay, so there's another belief. There's
Yeah.
something wrong. Can we just clear that belief for her now?
Yeah.
And can we just teach her what it feels like to feel safe right now? Can we teach her what it feels like to be loved as she is? Can we show her that she's worthy of that? And can we teach her what it feels like to feel good enough? Because when we bring in these downloads of feelings, they're so transformational. Because we're actually teaching her what it feels like to feel good enough. So when she knows what that feels like, she can actually recognize it and bring it into her life so much more. So can we just bring all that in for you? And this will apply to everyone else as well. So if you all want to receive it, just say yes.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so how is she doing now, Nikki?
Feeling calmer.
Amazing. Ask her, is there anything that she actually needs from you? And just when you ask her, it's important to listen to see what she says, because she is like a part of your subconscious that's kind of frozen in time, and she'll have her own kind of answers. She'll have all the information there. So it's important to listen to what she actually says back.
She's just cuddled, like put her arms out and cuddled me.
Oh, okay. That is amazing. So how is she feeling? How is she looking?
She's, I know it sounds silly, she's feeling soft and warm.
Oh, okay. So ask her how she's feeling.
At
And
ease.
amazing. Okay, so let's bring that in now. Can we just teach her and you? Teach her what it feels like to actually feel at ease, like in your body. Okay. So if you would all like to receive this download, just say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like it's very important. It will be very important for you right now to just communicate with her. To communicate with her like the truth of the situation. So what do you think you could say to her that would make her kind of shift this perspective?
I suppose it would be something similar to what my mum said, in the fact that he does, like, that he did love me.
And that, yeah,
It's just that,
that's all it is, like, and that's all it ever is, especially when we're kids with our parents. It's not that they don't love us, it's just that's the only way they know how. So if you just want to even communicate that with her and just let her know that it's not, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with her, like it's nothing bad about her. That's just him and he has his own kind of blocks. Like that's all he's capable of doing. You can just explain that to her in the best way that you can. And while you do that, let's just download the highest truth of this, can we?
Yeah.
Okay. And how is she after that?
So still calm and more at ease.
Amazing. Okay, so now we're going to change. Now we're going to change the full-on memory. Okay, so what I want you to do, Nikki, is just ask her. Okay, so ask her if there's anything she wanted to do or anything she wanted to have right now, and it could be absolutely anything because you have magic powers. Remember, just say that to her and say, "What would you like to do or have right now if you could do anything?" And then just see what she says.
As a child, what she wants right now.
Yeah, like listen to her and see what she says. Because she'll have an answer and it will seem like it might seem funny to you, but that's what she would have wanted to do in that moment. Do you get me?
It still goes back to her seeing, though, that my dad's interaction with other children was still different to her.
Okay, so what would she like to happen?
She would have liked the piggyback and the holding hands.
Okay, so there's two things that we can do here. You can actually create it so that her dad actually does that with her, or you could actually do it with her.
Okay.
And see what she prefer.
Okay.
Okay, and what is she saying?
She wanted the holding hands
From here.
from her dad.
Okay, so can you create that? You can just use your magic powers.
Yeah.
And just create that picture for
I've
her.
done that, yeah.
And if there's anything she would have wanted her dad to say to her, what would that be?
That he loved her.
So you know that, here's the thing, you know that it was actually true. So what you could do is you can just use these magic powers you have to actually create him saying that, because it is the truth anyway, it's not a lie. So you can just let that play out. And how does she feel about that? Like, how does that?
Smiling.
Okay, so ask her how is she feeling now?
Happy.
Okay. And say ask, and so now ask her, okay, so if you could be even happier, how could you be even happier? If there's anything else you could have or anywhere you could go right now, where would that be or what would you do? Ask her.
She'd go out for the day with him holding her hand.
Okay, so why don't you kind of let that happen? Why don't you kind of the three of you go, like just create that a day where they go out and he's holding her hand and they go and maybe she goes to get whatever she wanted. Maybe she wants ice cream or maybe she wants to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Just let that play out. And it's important to connect with all the positive feelings associated with this. Okay, how is that? How is she now?
Still smiling.
Okay, and so what I want you to do now is just kind of just approach her now and ask her, is there anything else that you would need right now? Just see what she says.
For him to pick her up so she can see something in the shop.
Okay, so why don't you play that out? So get him to pick her up. And maybe she can actually just get whatever she wants from the shop. You can just give her whatever money she needs. Just create it. Just let that happen.
Yeah,
Okay, and how's that?
she's really, really happy.
Yeah, I can actually feel it as well. Okay, so ask her one more time. Okay, so is there anything else you want to have, feel, or do right now? Or is she okay? Is she happy out?
She's okay.
Okay, so what I want you to do is tell her, this is very important. Okay, so just tell her that you love her. Give her a big hug and tell her that you can be there for her now, to listen to her, to love her, you know, whenever she needs, just like you did today. Okay, so just tell her that whenever she needs you, she can just call you and you can come back and help her. So are you willing to do that for her?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So let's just teach you all what it feels like to actually to hold space for your inner child like that, to connect with your inner child like that. What totally is. Can we? Okay, and then what I want you to do, Nikki, now, is I want you to just imagine her now, just as energy. And what you're going to do is you're going to take her in. Just imagine taking her into the center of your chest.
Yeah.
She just expands out. Just imagine that energy getting bigger and bigger, sending out to all parts of your body as it just gets bigger and bigger, and send it out in all the different directions. Just make it as big as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And then when you feel like that's complete, you can just kind of open your eyes and come back to them. Just be present then.
Yeah.
Okay, how's that feel?
Good.
Yeah, what are you feeling? What do you feel has shifted, or what feels different?
I feel lighter,
Yes.
apart from the tears that were shed, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Were they the happy tears towards the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, that always happens. That always happens when we do this work. Okay, so can we just send the healing now to that part of you? Can we just send the healing to her? Can we just let you know that that time is over now? It's completed. You've learned the lessons. Can we show you that's over now? Can we cut all the cords? Can we cut all the cords to that time? Can we? As
Yeah.
well? Okay. Right. And anything else that brought up for anyone else, let's just clear it all, okay? So good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So, Nikki, let's just bring in some more clearance. So, Nikki, anywhere you're making other people's reactions, everywhere you make yourself responsible for them, or you think that it means something about you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can we clear that? Right? Anytime that anything doesn't allow that, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, and then let's just go back to the other thing. Anywhere you feel like you've been in competition with anyone throughout your life, can we just clear that, Nikki?
Yeah.
Times a gazillion. Go bad, right, on pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Go bad, right, on pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So here's the belief that came up, and you can all muscle test for this if you want. So when you talked about the other issue, what the belief that popped up for me, Nikki, is that other people are more important than me.
Yeah.
So can we clear that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just clear it. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So what the clearance statement does is just goes to the root of that limitation and just unravels it, okay? So good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Good, bad, right, and pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so can we bring in the truth of that situation as well, too, Nikki?
Yeah.
Can we go back to any point in your life where you actually, any other times where you decided that other people were more important than you, and can we just show you the truth of what was going on? Can we?
Yeah.
Okay, anything that doesn't allow that. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, pop, all in shorts, boys and beyonds. Good, bad, right, and pop, pop, all in shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so how's that feeling?
Yeah, good.
Amazing. Okay, so can we just teach you all what it feels like and show you the truth of yourself? That you are, that you're lovable just as you are, you're good enough just as you are. And anywhere you're all attaching your worth or your value to anything else that's actually outside of you, like what people do, what people say, or yeah, anything else, like even like anything related to your business, like how much of this you have, how much of that you have, anywhere you're connecting your value and your worth to anything outside of you. Let's just clear that, can we? Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. And let's just bring in the truth, the highest truth, that your value and your worth is just, it's just inside of you. Like it's not connected to anything. You're valuable and you're worthy just for existing. So anything that doesn't allow you to fully align with that truth, can we just clear that?
Yeah.
Okay, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Good, bad, right, and pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Right, and can we just teach you all what it feels like to value yourself? Right, so Nikki, can you see why? I don't know what you do, Nikki, like,
I
but,
work in social care.
okay. That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, can you see how, hold on, when you hold on to beliefs like this, okay? I can't rely on people. Um,
I'm a people pleaser.
yeah, I was kind of getting that impression as well. But can you see how those beliefs would be limiting you right now, even in your career, like, and what you're doing?
Yeah. But I
Like,
do want to actually change my career. So
okay. Okay, so what would it take for you to change your career? Like, what would it take for you to step into what you truly want to do and be? So when we ask these questions, it brings up, like your subconscious brings up
I think
kind of
I'm
like the
too,
answers.
I think I'm a people pleaser, but I get taken advantage of because I'm really empathetic towards people.
Got it.
And because of some of the things I've been through throughout my life, I hate to think that anybody else is going through that.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
end up being taken advantage of or giving them too many chances.
Right, so everything that is, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all my shorts, boys, and beyonds, and all of the source points for the creation of these behaviors within you and all of you, can we just clear all that?
Yeah.
Times a gazillion, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay, so do you want to just test for that belief now? I'm lovable.
So yeah.
You see that? How does it feel now? If for me, just talking to you, it feels different already.
Amazing.
Yeah, isn't it? So how does it get any better than that? That is amazing. Okay, so Nikki, thank you so much for coming on and literally being that demonstration. That was literally amazing. Congratulate yourself. Okay, so
Thank you.
you're so welcome. So, guys, as I was saying earlier, that is literally that is the reason why we go straight to the root of all these limitations. We get to the source point where they come from and we clear them from there. And that's how you literally clear them so that they're gone for good. And like Nikki, I would I will not be surprised if just this one like little mini session right now, if that creates like epic, like huge transformation shifts for you moving forward. I'm sure it will. Like it always does when we go that deep. And what's so amazing about this work is that we can literally go that deep, but without it actually being like, without it being horrible. Like we're getting to the root. We're getting to the root, and there's no like re-traumatizing. There's no like, you're not left like feeling like kind of exposed and, you know, in pain for bringing up stuff, like, because we're just getting to the root and we're just clearing it straight away right from the root, so that all the charge is gone and it's just gone so easy and it's so gentle and fast, like, and we just like demonstrated that with Nikki. So yeah, I really love doing this work. It's just so amazing and extremely fast. So we have literally gone, okay, so we've gone way over, but what I want to do right now is we're going to do a guided meditation and group clearing, very quick one. And what I want, Daniela, if you would like to pop in the chat, like what private situations. Daniela, if you would like to pop that in the chat, pop in the chat what you would like support with. I don't have time to do one-to-one right now on this, but we'll do a quick guided clearing, guided meditation and group clearing. And I'll do that at the end, but very quickly, guys. For anyone, first of all, I just want to share this information with you, and then we'll do the guided meditation and group clearing. So for anyone that would really like to go deeper with this work and clear all the deep-rooted subconscious limiting beliefs that have been holding you back in your business and life, I have a special invitation for you all. Okay, so I am just gonna share this with you now. Just give me 1 sec, and Daniela, I'm gonna read that now for you. I always have mad issues with this. Yeah, so for people that want to go deeper with this work, I have an amazing offer for you, a special invitation to go so much deeper with this work and really just clear all the subconscious limiting beliefs that have been holding you back from expanding. So expanding your business with so much ease, flow, and alignment. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen with you all now. And I want you to let me know if you can see it. 1 second. Okay, desktop. Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Right. So now I need to start this. Okay, so guys, my brand new program is called Own Your Power. Okay, so this is an 8-week group program for healers, light workers, coaches, and soul-led entrepreneurs. And just like you all that are on this call, that are all registered, watching the replay, where you'll clear your subconscious limiting beliefs and heal on such a deep level so that you can expand your business with ease, flow, and alignment. Okay. So in this program, you're going to clear and release those deep-rooted subconscious limiting beliefs and patterns that have been holding you back once and for all, so that they're just gone for good. Just like what we did with Nikki there, we're just going to get to the root of them all, clear them super fast, and you're going to heal on a deep level from childhood traumas, old energies, and unhealthy patterns in a way that is so gentle, easy, and extremely fast, okay? So that you can step into your next level of visibility and income in your business, or life feeling safe, confident, divinely supported, and worthy of it all, most importantly. Okay. So that you can feel that deeper confidence and belief in yourself, your business, your gifts, and your intuition. Get the F out of your own way and expand your business from a place of ease, flow, and alignment. Okay. The topics that we'll dive into are very similar to what I discussed on the call. Okay. So we'll walk through all your visibility blocks. So clearing away all your blocks around being seen, anything that's preventing you from really just reaching like higher levels of visibility, being seen by more people and having more success. Okay. Aligning with the energy of money. So we'll be working on all your money blocks, any blocks around money, around receiving money, you know, feeling safe with money. There's just so much there that we're going to work on, okay? But we're going to just really work on all your money blocks, okay? And deepening your trust, what I talked about earlier, okay? So just trusting in the support, the guidance from the universe, clearing blocks to receiving, strengthening your boundaries, okay? So releasing all those people-pleasing tendencies, getting right to the root of them, so that you can have stronger boundaries in your life and your business, healing your inner child. What we just did with Nikki was just a perfect example of that work, okay? But this healing the inner child, this is going to be, it's going to be a, we'll be doing a lot of this work on all the calls, like depending on the topics that we're working on and who's coming on to receive one-to-one. But we'll do a lot of it on during the program. But we'll also have a whole call dedicated to this topic where I'll actually take you all through a process as a group where you'll connect with your inner child and heal them from that space, just like we did with Nikki. Okay, so we'll also cover the area of failure, releasing any past failures, and we'll do a lot of work around taking inspired action, okay, and so much more. Okay, so these are the main problem areas that I always see for solo entrepreneurs to hold them back. But depending, it's like we will work on so much more stuff because we can go in so many different directions with this work. So this program is going to be very fluid. We are going to cover all these areas, but we'll also do so much more. Like we're just going to go in so many different directions, and it will all depend on who's in the group and the energy. But there's just so much more than what you see here than what will actually clear. Okay. Okay, so what you receive in this group is, when you enroll, is 8 weekly 90-minute group healing and clearing calls, just like the one we've had tonight. It'll be a similar style. You'll have a chance to come on, share, we'll go through tons of limiting beliefs. We'll have you all testing for limiting beliefs with regards to every topic that we do. I'll do group clearing with you all, and we'll do one-to-ones with everyone. And you'll have so much space and opportunity to, you know, like come on, receive one-to-one, ask for guidance. You'll have so much space to just share whatever you need to share so that we can get it all cleared, basically. Okay, so you'll get that. You'll have 8 weekly calls. We'll have 2 90-minute hot seat calls in there on different days. So these hot seat calls are basically calls where you can come on and basically share whatever is getting in your way, whatever's coming up for you in that specific moment. Like everyone can do that on the call, and we'll just go around the whole group and clear, do tons of group clearing as well. Okay, so these hot seat calls are really an opportunity for you to bring anything you want to the table and get it cleared as well. Okay, we're going to have a private Facebook group, okay, for just community, additional support. There'll be tons of support in the Facebook group as well, with whatever you're sharing, accountability in your action steps and whatever action steps you're taking, where you can share wins and celebrate as well. So the Facebook group is going to be amazing, and I'll be in the Facebook group as well, providing you all with support on whatever it is you're sharing there as well. You'll also get lifetime access to all the call recordings. And the thing with this work, especially when we use the clearing statement, which I'll be using a lot of it throughout this program, and all the downloads, when you re-listen to stuff back like this, to these recordings, what happens is you end up clearing more stuff. So you'll clear different stuff than what you cleared the first time. Okay, so you'll just clear on a deeper level and you'll clear more. So that is so beneficial, is having the access to all the call recordings, so you can just keep listening to them and just keep clearing, okay? Clearing different stuff. Okay, so are you ready to release the subconscious limiting beliefs and repeat patterns that are keeping you from your next level of visibility and income in your life and business? Are you ready to experience so much more ease in expanding your soul-led business? Are you ready to feel totally confident, excited, and divinely supported, being seen by more people and making more money? Receive what you actually desire to be paid for your soul's work and feel completely worthy of it, and step into your next level identity with ease and completely shine. Okay. Okay, so if you are ready for this now, if this is something that you feel like you want to take part in, you can join now. We are in the early board stages right now. I've extended it to until Sunday, this Sunday at midnight. Okay, so if you enroll now, you get a couple of early board bonuses. Okay, so you save well over €200 on the total investment. Okay, you'll receive a bonus group clearing call, which will be on the 21st of July. Okay, so that will be the early board call. So you get a bonus call. And anybody that involves during early board gets entered into a draw to win a 60-minute private session with me. And then once early board is finished, I'll do the draw and pick out whoever it is that wins the session, and I'll announce it in the Facebook group. Okay. So you get all those. So there's so many benefits to actually enrolling in there. You're saving more money, and you get an extra call, and you could win a 60-minute session with me. Okay. So the early board investment it's 777 if you pay in full, or you can pay it. You can pay it over 3 monthly installments of 311. Or if it feels easier for it, you can pay it over 6 installments, okay? 6 installments of 188. Obviously, if you take the installment plans, the total investment works out at being more. So that's why it's you're saving more when you pay in full, basically. But the installment plans are just there to make it more accessible to people, okay? Right, so I just want to share some testimonials. Obviously, I'm going to share with you all on this. I'm going to share with you all the link to the sales page, and you can have a look at it. You can all have a browse through it yourself. There's so much more information about the program and tons of testimonials, okay? But I just wanted to share some with you before, like on this actual call. So one of my clients, Nicola, okay, so she says, I love working with Derek. I was feeling stuck with unconscious beliefs around worthiness after doing a lot of healing work on myself. She says the angels truly guided me to work with him, and intuitively I knew after realizing I needed some extra support on something that I couldn't access myself during my usual practices. In monetary value, I have had my best consistent months in my business since before started. And if I ask for business guidance, Derek's shares come naturally from an authentic place. And on a personal level, my relationship with my husband has evolved to another level, and also with my children and family. It feels like a huge shift as I continue to feel like me more each day. Okay. And more than that, he guides me out of the shoulds of what I think I must be or do as a healer and business owner. He lets me be super vulnerable in a non-judgmental space. The energy downloads are divine, and did I mention the speed of clearing? It is to the point I feel issues are just gone from the root. Okay, so that is Nicola, one of my clients, and that is just a testament to the transformation that this work can create for you, basically. And Nicola is I actually shared on my social media platforms last week. Nicola is the client that she had her biggest month in her business this month. After she did a retreat, she made like 18K basically in sales on one of her programs. And I shared that. Remember, I shared that on social media after last week's webinar. But that just shows you the power of what you can create and receive when you're doing this work, when you're clearing all your subconscious limiting beliefs that are preventing you from getting to your next levels. Okay, so guys, that is the presentation, and let me just get this up. So obviously we are in, let me just stop this share. So we are in early board right now for that. As I said before, the early board pricing and bonuses are available until Sunday. Okay, so Sunday at midnight. After that, the investment goes up. It's a lot higher. Okay. So if you're considering, if it's something that you feel like you want and you want to go deeper, then I advise you to get in now. And if you have any questions, obviously feel free to ask me. If any of you have any questions, you can ask me now if you want. And before we go in and do this, we do a very quick guided meditation and energy clearing. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to share with you. You'll obviously get this in the replay. You'll get an email with the replay and the information for the program after, but I'm just going to share with you all the link for anyone watching later. The page, the sales page, you can just look at the group program. Obviously as well, guys, I do work privately with people. If you feel like working with me privately is something that you'd be more interested in, that's possible too. I definitely have room for new clients at the moment. So if you feel like that's something you'd be interested in, you can reach out to me and we can organize a call where we could talk about that. So here is the link to the page so you can have a look at the group program. Okay, so Daniela, I'm just reading through your stuff now. Okay, so I'm just going to tune into that, and I'm going to just tune into the energy of everyone that's going to be watching this, everyone on the replay. And yeah, I'll just bring in whatever comes down, okay? So very quickly, I want you all to just close your eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch off the video. I want you all to just close your eyes. Okay. Just focus on your breathing. What you're going to do is you're going to just imagine a ball of light at the top of your head, okay? So just imagine a ball of light, sparkly ball of light. And what you're going to do is you're going to imagine a smaller version of yourself just stepping into this ball of light. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to send this ball of light high up into the sky. Okay, so send it high up into the sky. You're going to go all the way up. You're going to go past the moon, past the stars, and you're going to go all the way through the universe. Okay, so just imagine going up past all the planets. Just keep going up higher and higher. Okay, then you're going to come to some layers of light. Okay, so you're going to go past the universe and you're going to come to some white lights, some flashing white lights. You're going to go through them. You're going to come to some darker lights. You're going to go through them and come to some more white lights and just go through them and just keep going up. Then you're going to come to a golden light. And you're just going to go up through this golden light. And as you go up through this golden light, you feel a sense of support. Just keep going up. Now you're going to come to a rainbow like a jelly-like substance that has all the colors of the rainbow, okay? And you're going to go up through this. You're just going to keep going up and you're going to see a door, a window or a door. And you're going to open that window or door. And then that's going to bring you into a shiny, bright, pearly, iridescent white light. And you're going to step into this white light. And you're just going to keep going up higher and higher and higher into this light, okay? Okay, so this light, this light that you're in now, this is divine source energy, okay? So this is creator energy. This is source energy, basically, okay? This is the energy of unconditional love. You're gonna just stay in this energy. And just keep going up higher and higher and higher, deeper and deeper into this light. You'll feel a sense of peace. Maybe you feel calmer as you go through this light. This is just the energy of pure unconditional love. And it's from this space that we can release limiting beliefs really, really fast. And we can also download new positive and empowering beliefs, feelings, and awarenesses. Okay, but first, I want you all to I'm just going to invite you all in to just receive in this unconditional love into every part of your body, every cell in your body. Okay, so just imagine that coming in through the crown of your head. Just imagine it go down to every part of your body. Totally. Just watch it as it showers you completely. Just clears away any negative, any dense or heavy energy. Just replaces it all with unconditional love. Okay. Okay, so in order, first of all, I'm gonna just tune into the energy of everyone. I'm just gonna download what comes through and what needs to be released right now. But in order for you to receive these downloads and clearings and to experience the shifts, all you have to do is say yes out loud, okay? Okay, so firstly what's coming through right now is can we just regulate for everyone? Can we just regulate all of your emotions? Can we just balance out your energy and your emotions? Can we release any heaviness right now that you may be experiencing? Any emotions that you're carrying that don't belong to you? Can we just release them all from you now? Okay, so if you'd like that, just say yes. Okay. Okay, what I'm feeling right now is can we just heal? Can we just send the healing to your nervous system right now? Okay, and if you'd like that, just simply say yes. Okay, and anyway, Can we just download you all what it feels like to feel safe? Can we teach you all what it feels like to feel safe being you, being yourself? Can we show you that it's safe for you to be yourself? Can we show you what that looks like and feels like? Can we download you all what it feels like to shine in your life, in your business? Can we show you all that it's safe for you to shine with total ease? Okay, can we just release any emotions, any feelings, any energy, any trauma connected at any time in your life where you felt felt like you weren't seen, where you felt like you weren't noticed, or where you felt like you weren't valued, and just clear all that energy out. And can we just download you all with the truth, the highest truth, with the awareness that just because somebody else doesn't see your value, that doesn't have anything to do with your worth or with how much you mean. Like, so someone's inability to see your value has nothing to do with your worth. So can we download you all with that? And everywhere you're believing that that's true, let's just clear all that for you, can we? Okay, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nice, shorts, boys and beyonds. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nice, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, can we teach you all what it feels like to be seen and feel safe, that it's possible for you to be seen, that you're allowed to be seen? Can we show you that you can be seen and heard without anything bad happening? Let's show you what that looks like and feels like. Can we download you all with permission to be seen? Would you be willing to just give yourself permission to be seen right now? Okay. Okay. Right, so can we just release the fear of conflict for you all right now? Can we just clear all that out? Can we just bring in the truth and the awareness that you can disagree with someone, you can have disagreements, and yeah, you can go through life without having the same viewpoint of other people, but you can do it without it resulting in conflict or without it resulting in arguments. So can we show you what that looks like? Can we show you that that you can disagree with someone without it resulting in arguments or conflict? Can we? And any points of view that you all have, any beliefs that you all have within you, inside of you, subconsciously, that actually create you, that actually create conflict in your life. Can we just clear all those out, wherever that is? So as I ask this question, okay, so how many points of view and how many beliefs do you all have that actually create conflict in your world? When I ask that question, what it does is what it does is it brings up the answers within your subconscious without any of you actually having to answer. So when we just ask that question, your subconscious will bring up the answer. So it'll bring up all the points of view that you have and all the limiting beliefs that you have that are creating conflict in your world without you actually having to think about it. And then we can just clear it using the clearing statement. Okay, so everything that is good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nice, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nice, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So let's ask that again. So how many points of view or how many beliefs do you all have that are actually just creating conflict in your world? And everything that brings up. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nice, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nice, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Right, so can we just teach you all what it feels like to value yourself? Let me show you what that looks like, what it feels like. And anywhere you're all attracting in people that don't see your worth or see your value, everywhere you're attracting in people like this as a way to teach yourself how to value yourself. Can we just clear that? So that's what's coming through. Let me show you all that you can value yourself totally as you know how to, and you could do that without needing to manifest or attract people in that actually don't see your value coming. And let's just release all the cords to all these people, whoever they are, and let's just free any of these people now from from that obligation of teaching you how to value yourself. Can we? Okay, anything that doesn't allow that, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nice, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay, can we just download you all now with permission to fully expand now into your next level? Into your next level in your life and your business, what totally is. Can we just download you all with permission to do that? Can we show you that you can do that feeling safe and supported, that you're allowed? And anything that doesn't allow you all to fully align with this, knowing this truth, can we just clear it all? Okay, good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay. And I want you all, while you're connected now, is just to ask, I'm going to just ask a question. Okay, so you're going to ask, so what is it that I need to do? What one action step can I take to expand into my next level in my business or in my life? And you're going to just ask the question, then just let it go, and then just listen. You may get awarenesses, you may hear something, you may hear one thing that you may need to do or that you can do. And just take a note of whatever that is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just bring you up back down. Okay, so what I want you to do is just get back into that ball of light that you came up in. You're going to come back down through the white light. You're going to come back down through the jelly-like substance with all the colors of the rainbow in it. You're going to come back down through the golden light. Back down through the flashing lights, the white lights and the darker lights. You're going to come back down through the universe, past all the stars, the planets, past the moon, and back down through the sky, past the clouds, and back down into your body. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring that energy all the way down and send it down all the way down your body and out of your feet into the ground. Send it down into the center of the earth where it can manifest this grounding energy. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to breathe back up this earth energy back into your body. And then when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Okay. How is that for everyone? so dark here. So how is everyone feeling after that? Daniela says, thank you so much. You are welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, so make sure you drink plenty of water. Because with this energy, our body needs to be fully hydrated so that all of the changes, so all of the shifts can just happen with so much ease. So you'll be shifting stuff over the next like day or so. So it's important to just stay hydrated. And so anything, just if there's anything that anyone wants to share, you can feel free to come on and share it. Anything you was considering salt bath. Yes, perfect. Like that is just perfect because that's gonna just turn up your receiving, Nikki. So like when we do stuff like this, so if you were considering having a salt bath, it's obviously because on some level you feel like your body needs it. So when you feel like your body needs something like that, it's important to act on it and do it, okay? And really give your body what it needs. And that actually turns up your ability to receive when you listen to your body and give it these things. So I would highly suggest doing that, Nikki, and you'll feel amazing as well. Okay, guys. So wow, we went on for 2 hours there. This was supposed to be an hour long class, but it doesn't matter because it was absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm sure you all got so much from it. So if you have any questions, if anyone watching the replay, if you have any questions regarding what we did tonight or regarding the program, and please feel free to reach out to me. You'll all be getting an email with the replay. Make sure to watch it again and to experience more shifts and to take part in the energy clearing again. Okay, because you'll get so much more from it. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I hope you have an amazing night, and I will speak with you all soon. Okay, bye.